gotta take one of these earpieces out. Chiefs Kingdom, what's going on? We're back. We're here. We're ready to talk Chiefs football. We had a win. How do you like them apples? Chiefs beat the Ravens 27-20 in a thriller. Xavier Worthy was very much worthy of voice dial. I don't want to dial anything. What's going on? My earpiece is acting up. I want to make sure that it's still working. Let's go ahead and test something real quick. Yeah, I hear it. Yeah, a little chop action going in the background. You'll see what I'm talking about. Did a little video compilation to celebrate that victory and share it with Matt Walsh of the Daily Wire. I like their product. I like their show. And Matt's a Ravens fan, so I wanted to make sure that Chiefs Kingdom handed the olive branch. I'll share that with you shortly. Mark Hernandez, hi Dan, Madman here in KC. Worthy is fast. This might be the hardest regular season game this year for KC. I think KC is going to be better this year, offensive wise, 1 billion%. I know that's not a real number. Cat's gonna be jingling in the background. We're gonna have to deal with this. It's gonna be a quick show. The girls are in the pool. Then we got to go to church. So I'm gonna try to do this in 30 minutes. Fast as fast can be. As much as Tyreek Hill made guys look like they were going slow, on that end around, Worthy made them look like they were standing still. Guys had him dead to rights, 3 guys, and just from here to there, hugging air. From here to there, hugging air. Just no touchy-touchy. No touchy-touchy. And then the side glance on the second one, on the fade route down the sideline, Patrick was back and was like, his eyes were like, really? You're not going to cover? Okay. And he went for it. We're going to see shots this year, guys. The shots are back. We're going to see the shots being taken downfield. If Worthy can learn to adjust to broken plays the way Tyreek used to, Tyreek was the bomb at like just finding a hole, tracking the ball down, or pointing it and run to a spot, let Patrick just throw it up for him and he go get it. It's going to be sick. I got a little video tribute. You know what? Let's just start the show off with a video tribute. I'll share it with you guys right away so we don't have to waste time. We'll look at the stats right after that. I know we got the stats queued up. If my video review screen would pop up automatically, but of course that can't happen because that would be too easy. Then it might be like, do they have producer now? No, we don't. We have no producer. Here it is, guys, just for you. Let's share it.
So let me ask you this, Matt. Lamar Jackson.
Patrick Mahomes is different.
Coming into this year, how are you feeling about the Ravens? And do you, Matt Walsh, believe the Ravens can win a Super Bowl with Lamar Jackson?
Patrick Mahomes is different.
I think they certainly can. I mean, look, from Lamar Jackson's, I'd say this.
Patrick Mahomes is different.
So he can obviously win. He's enormously talented. Of course he can go to the Super Bowl.
When you look at running ability, his passing ability has gotten better. His ability to read coverages is better. But when I look at Kansas City,
Patrick Mahomes is different.
He gets the protection. He goes long and on his back to ice it.
And eventually they'll get it right. And this is a devastating loss.
It is.
For the Ravens.
They were just on a path to destruction all season long.
and Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes is different.
But you're right. The heart of a champion. And Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes is different.
And the Chiefs, they just
are adding witches left and right.
With the 28th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the back-to-back Super Bowl champions, Kansas City Chiefs, select Xavier Worthy.
That gets you the 15. It wasn't inside the opening. This is the speedy man, Xavier Worthy, the fastest man to the end zone right away. His first touch, a Kansas City touchdown. Oh, man.
Watch him take this turn, 4.21 seconds. No more worries about whether or not Kansas City has any speed. Beep, beep, here he comes. Golly.
Just saying.
3 and 5. The crosser is the speeder. Xavier Worthy chased down by Brandon Stevens. Mahomes fires. Running. Xavier again. Worthy for a touchdown. Number 1 has 2 tonight.
And Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes is different.
If you give him a freebie, he does not miss. Did you see that little look out of the corner of his eye? He said, really?
The guy who broke the record for the fastest 40 at a combine, and he's joining the Chiefs. Look out.
So this might not be the last record he breaks when you put him with Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes is different.
Oops, yeah, your toe is that far over the line. Blow the whistle, you're out.
It ended the night for the Baltimore Ravens. Sure enough, that is a toe on the end line, and that's the way the season opener ended last night here in Arrowhead. Chiefs 27, Ravens 20.
I don't think they'll win a Super Bowl while Lamar is there.
Patrick Mahomes is different.
All right. Trying to drown up the Chiefs fans. Not going to happen, sweetheart.
Protein
Let's go on
is not
to the,
protein.
breakdown of the game.
For example, did you know that 30 grams of protein from one food could build less?
Pause you. Turn off now. I want to share that with you guys. I cut that together last night when I was getting ready for the other game to start. The other game, which we'll find out what's going on with Jordan Love. Got hurt in that football game on a nothing play when it was pretty much over. Let's do the game breakdown. Let's go inside the numbers. I'm going to start putting this stuff. If you guys hear me call something out, feel free to put it in the chat. It helps me find stuff after, edit it, cut it together, make smaller clips. But inside the numbers, as we know, it's 27-20 victory. The Chiefs were beat in overall yards. Chiefs led in passing yards, obviously. Were beat in rushing yards. We're going to talk about that. First downs, efficient. Biggest thing, the penalties were pretty close. There was a few they could have called on the Ravens that they let go with Patrick getting hit out of bounds, which kind of pissed me off. Time of possession, we got beat by 7, almost 8 minutes, but we strike fast. Those 2 touchdowns were quick. They do not take long. The Chiefs are back. The strike zone is very wide for these guys. Lenny the Cool, welcome back to you too, sir. Thank you so much. We're going to be talking about your namesake a little bit on the show. I'm going to try to do it quick because, like I said, the girls are coming back from the pool shortly and get ready for church. Anyway, we're getting into this. Ravens stats, Chiefs stats. I mean, Lamar Jackson. Let's see if the overview is better. Yeah. Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes, Lamar completed 26 passes. Patrick completed 20. But Lamar had, 15 more attempts. Patrick had 8 that he didn't complete. Out of 41 versus out of 28. Patrick had more yards, obviously. Had the second touchdown, which was a handoff, really. But Lamar Jackson outrunning King Henry. This is the thing I want to look into. Is King Henry going to get to be King Henry, or is he going to be the most expensive, most elaborate decoy in the history of the NFL? Because, I mean, not that he was being super effective, and that's why they stopped handing him the ball. But once Lamar gets frustrated, he starts trying to take the game over. And I don't like the fact that some pundits, RG3, blame it on the team. 13 carries, 46 yards, 3.5 yards a carry. It's still okay. It's not his numbers, but it's still effective. But Lamar just looks like he runs around in circles and is like hoping to pop something free after an extended period of time. That'll work a little bit, but he lightened up this year. Last year he put on the weight so he could run and be durable. This year he said he lost the weight because he lost some of his speed. We'll see how the durability holds up, because if he's thinking like last year he's going to run and take those hits he took last year, it's going to be a short season for the guy. Isaiah Likely obviously was the star of the night for the Ravens, 111 yards on 9 catches and a touchdown. 1 touchdown, not 2, because of 1 toe, which we just saw. But what cracked me up was after the game, the attitude. Let's look at Lamar first. Let's go look at Lamar first. All right.
So Lamar, your perspective on that on Zay's touchdown.
Yeah, you said it, James. I thought it was a touchdown. I still think it's a touchdown. Yeah.
Lamar also 12 targets.
He's saying he still thinks it's a touchdown. He thought it was a touchdown. You know who else thought it was a touchdown? Justin Reed thought it was a touchdown. And then he saw the replay, and like any sane person went, no, his toe's on the line. It's not a touchdown. Just almost like they expected the refs just to give it to them because it was a great effort. That's not how football works. It's a game of inches. And if your toesies are an inch over the line on the out of bounds marker, it's no score. That's Tony Gonzalez, so getting pushed out of bounds sucks. What? He got pushed out of bounds when it was still a rule that you couldn't do that in midair in the AFC Championship against the Denver Broncos in their first Super Bowl run, and the refs didn't give him the touchdown. So, cry me a river, Purple Boys. He was out of bounds. Simple as that.
What goes in that connection, and how did you kind of see him, besides the last play, really
Man, he was just open. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get it wrong, but it looked like 32 and 20 was at a catch, and I believe it was 2 feet in. But I thought he did a great job, acrobatic catch, and I believe it was 2 feet in. I'm going to stand on that.
So he doubles down on it and says, I'll stand on that. I believe it was 2 feet in. I'll stand on that. Okay. And afterwards, Patrick Mahomes said he should wear white cleats next time. And people were all up in arms about that. It's a joke. It's funny because it's true. Wear cleats, you got a better chance of getting away with that. Just like if you wear white gloves and you hold on to the Chiefs players, you get away with it all the last night. Apparently, there's a lot of holding going on against Chris Jones, and that was just allowed. Straight up. One more thing here at 2:07. Get up here.
In a game like this, first game of the season, things happen.
You called Kansas City your kryptonite in the past.
It ain't my kryptonite. It's not my kryptonite.
What's that?
It's not my kryptonite.
Okay. So does that...
Yeah, so okay. Okay. It ain't my kryptonite. But let's ask younger Lamar if Kansas City is his kryptonite.
Lamar, how do you get over as a team the hurdle of the Chiefs, where it seems like they're the one team that
kryptonite.
Yeah. How do you get over that hurdle?
Kryptonite.
How do you get over that?
Kryptonite. I'm pretty sure I heard him call them their kryptonite. This little nugget was put out there by Bleacher Report. I thought this was pretty hilarious. Share this with you guys.
There are good teams who will stop your reign of terror, Mahomes. I'll be back in January.
1 down, 17 to go, 16 to go, whatever. 17 more weeks, like Andy told him in the locker room, which was awesome and kind of epic, and I kind of loved it. I got to tell you. The thing I mentioned before with the RG3 comments, that after digesting the game and watching the tape, the Ravens have to find their offensive identity outside of Lamar Jackson just making a play. The bottom line is he missed multiple throws at the end of the game that could have tied it. That's a fact. Yes, it is a fact. Don't forget that, but he's going to go on and forget that. The bigger picture is he's having to make a play down in, down out so much that his Superman cape is getting worn down by the end of the game. When you watch the Chiefs, you know Patrick Mahomes is special, but there's always a but. Isn't there always a but? There's always a caveat. Patrick Mahomes is special, but he's not really that special because of this reason. Their scheme isn't relying on him just making a play all the time. I have a hard time believing that the Ravens go into a game and go, okay, we're going to go 3 wide, 1 running back set, or we're going to go 2 tight ends, 2 running backs, and Lamar, make a play. 3 wide, Lamar, make a play. There's a passing tree, there are route concepts, there are blocking schemes. There's a time to get the ball out. If your quarterback's not knowing when to do that, then he's an athlete. He's not a quarterback. Okay? And that's on the guy they call the quarterback. That's not on the offense coordinator. That's not on the team. The fact that he's able to run around that long is a kudos to his offensive line, who was out of lineup formation a lot. People bitched about that. Last year, nobody had a problem with it when it was happening to our guy on the right side. It was all good then. He's just not a good player. This year, it happened first game against us. Somebody else gets it. All of a sudden, favoring the Chiefs. Okay. He says it's systematically built to allow him to have layup completions and be the point guard, dishing out dimes instead of always having to score himself. Even Steph Curry needs a few layups before it's just all threes and nighttime. So not only is he dissing Patrick LeVon Mahomes, but he's dissing Steph Curry in the same note, saying that neither one of them is really that great. They're just dishing the ball to other guys so they can do great things. Okay. But when the time comes, he nails the big play, in part because he hasn't been shooting fadeaway three-pointers while being doubled all game long. Patrick Mahomes just gets guys hitting him low, hitting him in the back, hitting him out of bounds, doesn't get the calls, gets injured usually late in the season, runs around on one leg, and still takes your cake and eats it too. Tell me you're bitter without saying you're bitter that you're not playing anymore. RG3, I liked this guy when he came out of college. I didn't like seeing what the Washington Redskins did to him, leaving him out there. I could tell his ACL was torn. They needed to get him off the field. They didn't. They betrayed their quarterback. Probably ruined and shortened his career for sure. But this salty pill bitterness crap, bro, Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback you've seen in your lifetime. And I've seen him because I'm older than you, and he's the best one I've seen in my lifetime. So the sooner you get onto that and listen to Tony Romo when he says Patrick Mahomes is different, he's different, bro. Nobody's making these passive layups for him. Nobody's making this. They don't have some kind of newfangled. Should Andy Reid be the head coach of the year every year then? Because he's got some magical mystery tour offense that guys are always open on? Or is Patrick Mahomes just that goddamn good? Very Lord. Small G. Gosh darn good. All right? I'm not going to read the rest of it because it's just the same dreck. Anyway, people are bitter. It's going to happen. That's what happens when you're the king. People want to try to knock you off. Let's go on down the line over here. And right here, I want to show you guys this play. This is the holding stuff I was talking about. This is the kind of stuff I saw all night long. I'm not going to dwell on this, but I wanted to show you.
I want you to
one
think
example
about
of it. How many guys? 1, 2 guys are wrapped around Chris Jones and holding him, and there's another hand around here grabbing him as well. On the running play by Derrick Henry. It's a lot easier to run touchdowns in when people are holding you for dear life. Okay? So
I was a Kamala.
Oh, we're not going to get into commercials. Okay, that's a 13-second commercial. YouTube's getting brutal with these now. That was another one for you. We watched Xavier Worthy's plays. Let's watch it again real quick. Oh, they're back. I'm going to mute this for a second. Hear this. You guys are going to go change, right? Yes, you guys are out there. That's why. Don't worry about it. I know. Sit down. All screens are for. You guys think you're ready for a bit? I'm gonna try to wrap this up. Okay, we're back. I guess the microphone's on the whole time. Anyway, I want to share that with you guys because, I mean, yeah, Worthy does look like he's playing flag football, doesn't he? It's ridiculous out there. Let's go back and look at that again real quick. Watch him play. This kid just like 53, like, I mean, even let's go back further than that. Is this 98? Is this Anabikwe or whatever his name is now? Namdi changed his name. He's got him lined up. He sees him 6 yards away, 5 yards away. He can't close 3 yards in the time he runs about 12 to get around him. Then he cuts it back inside, uses that block really well. 53's got an angle. No, you don't. You're catching wind, bro. This guy, I don't know if it's Marlon Humphrey. It's just like, forget it. You got nothing. Grabs a jersey. He did get a piece of the shirt right there. You see the little triangle and snap back and touchdown. The dude, Patrick Mahomes is different. This dude's different too. Nice to see that first game and he's not afraid of anything and he comes out flying. And then this one, just another version of it, another vision of it. Like he's got him lined up. He sees him coming. He sees it all the way. Nothing he can do about it. He sees it all the way. Nothing he can do about it. And he's even got to run towards him and runs right past him. Humphrey, to his credit, whoever is not Humphrey, who is it? What's number 40, not 44? Just can't get there. Cannot get there. The dude is legit. People were worried about if he's actually going to be effective on the field. I believe in the chat we had a post. Just saying. Where was it? Mark Hernandez said Sky Moore 887 plays. Let me pause this real quick. 887 plays, 1 touchdown. Worthy 37 plays, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, that's a difference. That's a difference. And then this one's just his little crossover route. He's going to get used to these a little bit. He'll learn to stutter and make guys miss, but this one you just want to get that first down, which I love it. Just get north-south, get that first down. Okay, see that speed again. Not afraid to be proud of his energy and his efforts. And then this is just, this is taking him to school. Patrick Mahomes glances over and sees, he can't believe it. He's like, really? You didn't cover him. You didn't double that guy. You've already seen what he can do. I think I got the reverse angle as well. We get to see the look over. Oh, hey, girls. Dance, dance, dance. Very exciting times for the Chiefs right now. Yeah. Here we go again, the other angle. He takes off the line, gets off of Humphrey. That's the thing. People said he can't get off the line because he can't beat the press. The guy's pressing you on your back. It's impossible for them to get a hold of you. Eat it. Eat that Gumby. Just at Humphrey. You're going to see this a lot more. You're going to see this a lot more this year, guys. Get him out of here. Look at Humphrey. Remember year 1 with Patrick Mahomes? We saw a lot of this. Like, what am I supposed to do? Where's my help? Somebody, anybody, mommy? Check this out. This is Mahomes just looking over like in disbelief, like, really, bro? You're gonna all right, and just lets it rip. Just there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. Speed kills, and we got speed again, which is nice. Let's get into the stats really quickly. So, first of all, Patrick Mahomes broke a record. He has the most passing yards as a starting quarterback in Chiefs history. We're gonna check on how he got there real quick. Obviously, the first top 4 in Chiefs history in a season. He owns all of those. He's got number 7, and he's got number 11. To his credit, Alex Smith is still in top 10. He'll probably be number 10 after this season. Elvis Gerbach's in there. Bill Kenny's got 1 season, and Trent Green is in the top 5. He'll be out of the top 5 by the end of this season, guaranteed. Getting into most career passing touchdowns by a quarterback, Lenny Dawson. Lenny the Cool, still number 1. Still the one. He's got 17 more. He's done it in 183 games where Patrick's only played 97, but he's got 100. He's got 17 more still. So Lenny the Cool still is number 1 in touchdown passes by a quarterback. Alex Smith, top 5. Trent Green, predictably in the top 5. Jumping on over here, Patrick Mahomes has the most career rushing touchdowns by a Chiefs quarterback. Fifth one surprised me. I thought that would be Alex Smith. He's got 12. Alex had 10. It took him 21 extra games to do it, though. Patrick took 21 extra games. So it took him 10 and a half games to earn each of those touchdowns. So Alex was still probably our best scrambling quarterback as far as, being part of the game. But as far as improvisational scrambling quarterback, as you can see, 1,939 yards. That's a good bit more than 1,672, almost 300 more yards. And, more attempts, obviously. But pretty impressive company. And Lenny's number 3 with 9. So Patrick Mahomes is going after all those records. Here's another one that he's got. This is the one he broke this weekend. 28,715 yards. And he passed Lenny the Cool by 208. And he's got nowhere to go but up this season. And then another one that Lenny still has, and he's going to have for at least another year or two, is most wins in the franchise history. Patrick got 75. Lenny's got 106. But again, Patrick he's only got 22 losses in his career. Lenny had almost 80. So it's a different game now. These numbers are skewed because we throw it a lot more. But another thing I want to talk about was completion percentage, guys. Completion percentage. Anybody that's played like an extensive amount of time for the Chiefs, not Todd Collins, not Chad Henne, but anybody who's been like a true starter, Patrick's number 1. 66.7% completion. Sorry, 66.5. Number 2 is Alex. And that's who he was groomed under. Alex was the iron sharpening iron man. You know, he was the guy that brought him in to the league and coached him up as a fellow player. And I'll never forget my appreciation for Alex Smith. Now, touchdown passes, he's blown Alex away, 220 to 102. Okay, so he's just a phenomenal kid. He's fun to watch. Attempts, Lenny still got the most by under 80. And then completions, dog, settle down. I was making all kinds of noise over there. But completions, Patrick's got him by almost 300. Again, lends to that completion percentage right there. Anything is possible's got the best percentage rating. He only attempted 59 passes, and Todd Collins only attempted 27. So take those with a grain of salt. But they're in there. They're in there. Damon Heward's in there. Joe Montana, Elvis Gerbach, Rich Gannon, all the names. Matt Castle even in there. You know, Lenny's way down here at 57.2. Again, different game back then. A lot different as far as accuracy and the passing game and its effectiveness. So I want to share some of those stats with you. Attempts and completions, we already went over that with LJ and Patrick. This is just to say, let's go to the chat really quickly before we cut out of here. This is just to say, not all MVPs are created equal. The fact that they're both two-time MVPs, to me, it's almost like a blight on the NFL's face because do something real quick. Lucy, come here. Come here. Lucy! Lucy, come here! Come here! Come here! Come on! Mind. Mike's on anyway. She's not coming. She's being really loud. Hey, cool. Good to see you, my friend. Everybody's saying hello. I want to go through your chat real quick. It's just to show that the fact, let's go back to the solo screen again. The fact that they considered those two seasons on par with what Patrick did, not all MVP seasons are created equal. Somebody's got to get it. Last year, I didn't think he deserved it. And the first one he got, it's just like, it was a down year for a lot of people. They account a lot of those rushing yards into it. But maybe next show I might look into it. I didn't look into it this time because I didn't want to go on a negative bent with certain things. But I'd like to see how many. He's got 14, I believe, games where he's rushed for 100 yards, which is the most by any quarterback in the history of the league. Lamar Jackson does. I want to see how many of those are losses because quarterback's got to be able to throw the ball accurately. And I think I see a lot of spraying and praying with him. I think he sees a more accurate quarterback might have beat us on Monday or on Thursday, rather. A more accurate quarterback might have got us because their line was protecting. Their running game was okay, not great, but okay. With Derrick Henry getting 3.5 yards a carry, they've got great receiving weapons. Likely was falling out. Another quarterback might spread the ball around a little more. It's not to each their own. Cruz says RG3 needs Jesus. Yeah. Sucks about Kyle Van Noy fracturing his orbital bone. I didn't even know that happened. I knew he was out of the game. I didn't know how bad it was. It sucks. That's painful. It happens. Now at the highest level. Give up a lot of yards. Most came on broken plays. Yeah, there's a lot of broken plays. That's the thing I want to touch on with the run game. It's like we had Rob Riggle from the Catalina MRF and wine mixer beating the drum at the game. And I was like, you know what? The Ravens are running the football with the Catalina mother effing wine mixer in. Is the mother effing Catalina wine mixer. People are going to party. People are going to sell boats or helicopters or whatever the hell they're selling. The Ravens are going to run the ball, man. They're going to run the ball. And I don't care that they run the ball more than we do because that's just what they do. That's their modicum of that's their style of play. The thing I love, I'm not going to highlight the review screen again because we're going to be done in a second, but go back and look at the stats. Third quarter, Bags D, donut. I tell you guys about this every year. He's one of the best adjusting defense coordinators at halftime. He's got more donuts served up in the third quarter, I think, than any quarterback, any coach I've ever track of. The dude knows how to adjust. They get out there. Now, to their credit, the Ravens got 10 points to scrambling around and running and trying to make hay in the second half, in the fourth quarter, rather. But the Chiefs got 7 in the third and 7 in the fourth, and it was too much for them to overcome. And granted, they almost had a tying thing at the end, and Harbaugh was doing this: go for two, go for two. So we weren't going to get free football. We were either going to win or we were going to lose in regulation. It looked like, but lucky for us, he stepped on the back line. It's out of bounds. I was like, I was out of my seat going like this right away, hoping. And then I saw the replay and I go, oh, we're good. Unless, of course, the NB don't see it, but the NB saw it. So it's all good. NB see it. That's their whole moniker for their thing. But yeah, I wanted to make sure we gave some credit where credit was due. We got all the stats. We got the comparison between the quarterbacks. Patrick Mahomes is 75-22 all time in his record, which is friggin' insane. Like, he's better than John Madden. It's crazy. I think he's better. I don't know. John Madden had a crazy record too. But this team, these guys, this was without Hollywood Brown. This was with new guys getting worked into the system. Justin Watson got his typical catch for a big first down. Like, Noah Gray earned his contract with a nice big diving catch for a first down inside the 5-yard line. This team is prime. This team's ready to go. Jalen Watson looked really good. Jamari Connor, got to catch those interceptions in the end zone, bro. Got to catch those. You had one in your hands. You let it go. It's okay. We forgive you. We won the game. But things like that make it closer than it needs to be. Patrick got to take better care of the football. That interception was costly and didn't need to happen. We gave up 2 sacks. They gave up 1. It's hard to get your hands on Lamar, but they hit him a lot. Justin Reed, kudos, led the team in tackles with 8, which he gets after it against the Ravens. I like Justin Reed's game against the Ravens. I'm excited. You should be too. We're 1-0. Defense of the title is going in the right direction. We can have our run it back flags again out. Because last year we fixed what was broken against Tampa Bay. Let's all put them up. Put them up. Run it back, baby. Let's get it. Let's go. 3 in a row. Do something no one's ever done before. And at the end of the season, we'll all be able to say about how about those Chiefs. But for now, as we do every week, let me go in the chat real quick. I want to make sure you guys get credit for your comments. There's a lot in here. I appreciate it, guys. Oh, also, before you guys go, we got about 10 people in the chat. I'm going to mention again this week we'll do another thing with Chris White, the Germ UK, Germ Chief UK. These guys right here. These are gifted. They're brand new. They're awesome. They go great with my black Chelsea jersey. Unfortunately, they're half a size too small. They're 10.5. Nikes are cut to fit, and they don't fit. And as much as I'd love them, and I'd love to have them, and I'd love to wear them, I can't. And rather than bring them back and go through all that stuff, I was like, you know what? Let's have a little raffle. The channel is at Venmo at ThunderDan88. If you guys want to get in the raffle, text me when you send the thing. It's $5 center. I'm opening it up tonight and this week in the next show. $5 center. Somebody's going to win these. Caveat is if you win them, I'm going to send them to you on Wednesday or Thursday this week. Whoever wins them, when you get them, you got to take a picture and show everybody I actually sent them to you. These are $140 kicks. They're awesome. You got the Chiefs logo on the back. Your Chiefs, basically the alternate jersey colors is what we were all trying to get them to do at some point. But if you guys want to, we're too small. Hey, Ruben, if you know somebody in your life that, same with me, too small. If you know somebody in your life that could use them, it could be a gift. But they're great shoes. I wish I could wear them. And they're like that. They're nice vented material on top. They're Air Zooms. They're really nice. It's shaped like an arrowhead at the bottom of the sole, which I think is friggin' cool as hell. And it kills me that I can't wear them. But it is what it is. The raffle's on for the shoes. Donate if you want to enter. It's $5, like I said. And we'll write it all down. We'll get everything all going. 10.5. Yes, sir. St. Louis Shocks. Yes, sir, Adam. They're 10.5. So if you know somebody that can fit those, or if you can fit those, let it rip. And I'll open it for at least this week. I might extend it to see how it goes. But they're going to be gone by week 3. Somebody's getting them by week 3. So there's a pair. Just so you know, I don't have just one shoe. They're brand new. They're totally clean. They don't have my stinky feet. Have not been in there. My feet don't stink, but I haven't had them. I've been wearing them. They don't fit at all. Meantime, it's been a slice. They are nice. They're very nice. Let's Let's see. Much love, God bless. Thank you, sir. Wish would have seen more Leo in a position to spy. Leo got dinged up though too. Remember? I don't know if did Leo stay out of the game very long, or he looked hurt. The Chiefs defense looked gassed and out of shape. I thought the Chiefs defense looked like they were playing, trying to play contain, because they kept getting held early and the refs weren't flagging it. So they're just like, let's just try to keep them inside. Didn't work great, but there's a lot of grabbing going on. I'm not going to bitch about it. It's going to happen. Refs are going to ref, you know. St. Louis says, I was getting a little frustrated because we were only sending 4 all game. Those 4 guys were so gassed at the end of the game. I wish I would have seen some outside blitzes to help them. Yeah, that's where like a L'Jarius Sneed, that was his thing, man. And Trent McDuffie can do it, but they wanted Trent up and slow down Zay Flowers. I don't care if it was a QB down year, and you give it to CMC. 1 billion %. Agreed. We're talking about the MVP there. 100%. I totally agree with that. Just to call it, he's going to make a couple mistakes, and he's going to make a couple of good plays. And you could say the same thing about Lamar, too. Lamar makes a few mistakes, and he makes some good plays. But I just think he sprays the ball around. I don't think he's as accurate a passer as people are giving him credit for. Lenny says, you blink and Worthy is gone. 1 billion %. That's the difference between receiver drafts in the first round versus the second round. You are correct, sir. Makes a huge difference sometimes. Some second round receivers are pretty sweet. You love Buffalo? Okay. All right. Random. Followed his blockers like a pro. He followed his blockers like a guy who played a lot of college football and was really good in Texas. He was ridiculous. With that, glad to have you back too, Ruben. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. Again, spread the word. Screenshot it if you want to. We got the kicks up for raffle. $5 at Venmo at ThunderDan88 if you want to get in the raffle, and send me a message in the chat or whatever, or on Twitter. Let me know, hey, I entered, blah, 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 blah. Here's my Venmo name, so I know it's you. And we'll get this thing going. And in 3 weeks, somebody's going to have some new kicks in their closet, and they can show them online. I want to take a picture with them. And then maybe when I get up there for the game, we can go grab a beer. Because I'm going to get to one this year. I get to one each year, last few years. So last year I got to watch us beat Cincinnati, which was awesome, and lock up the AFC West. So in the meantime, guys, enjoy the games tomorrow. It should be good fun. It's nice to have that win in the pocket. That's the one thing I do like about the early week games, is you got the win in the pocket. When you lose, it sucks because that 10 days feels like forever. But when you win, it's just Sunday. You're just like, oh yeah, sweat stains. Look at that. Woo! I'm earning it today. I'm earning it. It's warm in here. I got to turn the AC up. Anyway, guys, appreciate you in the show. Appreciate you in the chat. As always, love you and your fams. In the last 2 words, we always want to say, go Chiefs.